In China, Xi Jinping is making rapid moves. He is upgrading and expanding his military. The scale of this expansion is massive and the pace is alarming. This exercise is being done across the board, on land, at sea and in the air. Let's start with land. New satellite images have emerged. They show missile production on a large scale. There are dozens of factories, research hubs and test sites. All kinds of facilities are being expanded. More than 60% of all missile-related facilities in China have become bigger. Over 2 million square meters of new floor space has been added. We are talking about an area that can house hundreds of football fields. Only here they are building weapons. Farmland and villages have been cleared. They have been replaced by new towers, bunkers and testing grounds. The satellite pictures are telling. If you look closely, in some of them you can even see missile parts. Experts say this is not a routine expansion. It's the kind of scale-up that could change the military balance in Asia. In fact, they've given a name to it. They say China is building, and I'm quoting, an anti-axis denial bubble. But what is the goal? The goal is to keep the US and its allies out of striking distance. You could say this is all about Taiwan. If China attacks Taiwan and America enters the conflict, then these missiles will be China's first line of defense. They could be used to hit all kinds of targets, ports, air bases, supply hubs, which is why China is producing more of them. And leading this effort is the PLA rocket force. The PLA is the People's Liberation Army, the Chinese army. They have a rocket force. It is the military branch which controls China's nukes and ballistic missiles. Xi Jinping calls it the core of strategic deterrence. And he is adding muscle to it by stockpiling more missiles. Although it's not clear how effective these missiles are. Remember, not too long ago, this same missile force was hit by a scandal. We told you about it on the show. They found water instead of fuel inside some of these missiles. And it was extremely embarrassing for Beijing. It triggered a massive military purge. President Xi removed the generals who were leading the rocket force. But now he has put the same force at the center of his defense upgrades. And this is just one part of the story. The military expansion is also happening at sea. This week, Beijing unveiled its most advanced warship ever. It's called the Fujian aircraft carrier. It officially entered service 2 days ago. Xi Jinping presided over the ceremony himself. He walked the deck, he greeted the officers, and he called them heroes of the nation. The Fujian represents a huge leap for China's Navy. The carrier is equipped with an electromagnetic catapult system. What does that mean? Well, it's the kind of technology that lets aircraft launch faster, carry heavier weapons, and return safely with less strain. The Americans use the same tech on their warships, and now the Chinese have it too. The Fujian can launch more aircraft in less time with greater range and precision. Plus, it's a massive warship. The Fujian nearly matches American carriers in size, and with its induction, China has 3 active carriers now. Reports say it's already working on the 4th one, possibly a nuclear-powered warship. The idea is to project power deep into the Western Pacific. These warships can serve as the backbone of China's naval strategy. They can sail with submarines and destroyers and constitute full carrier strike groups. Such groups can patrol far from Chinese shores. From the South China Sea to the Indian Ocean, they can be deployed anywhere. So these two developments, the surge in missile production and a new massive warship, when you put them together, what do you see? You see that China is no longer preparing just for a limited war. It is preparing to dominate the Indo Pacific. The twin expansion shows a two-pronged strategy. China wants the capability to strike from land and to project power from sea. It wants to be able to surround and take Taiwan by force and deter the US and other powers in the wider Indo-Pacific. Washington is watching these developments closely. The Pentagon has issued an assessment. It says China's nuclear arsenal is expanding faster than other nations' arsenal. China is adding around 100 new warheads every year. This is the most aggressive military buildup since the Cold War. And it's happening in plain sight. Its implications are global. China's missiles can now reach Guam, its carriers can sail across the Indian Ocean, and its fleet can secure vital sea lanes. Xi Jinping's war machine is upgrading fast. This is not preparation for defense. This is preparation for dominance.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.